Most people treat the drive from Fresno to Las Vegas as a grueling 6-hour hurdle to be cleared as fast as possible. But what if I told you that just off Route 58 sits a graveyard of giants in a town that refuses to stay dead? Today, we're showing you the real way to do this road trip. We're going from the fog-covered valleys to the neon lights, stopping at a place so vibrant it looks like a glitch in the desert. The 7 Magic Mountains. We rolled out of Fresno, south past Bakersfield before cutting east. It's a roughly 400-mile trek. Right now, we're on Highway 99, transitioning to Highway 58. The road is a mix of high-speed asphalt and rolling hills. 1 minute you're engulfed in Central Valley fog, and the next, the sun breaks through as you begin to climb into the mountains. There are plenty of trucks here. This is a major commerce artery. But today, the traffic is on our side. As we crest the pass, the weather clears entirely. Welcome to Tehachapi. Located about 3,900 feet above sea level, this town is a mountain oasis between the San Joaquin Valley and the Mojave Desert. With a population of around 13,000, it's famous for one thing: the Tehachapi Loop, one of the engineering wonders of the railroad world. We've parked near the historic Santa Fe Hotel. If you visit, you have to try a mountain burger. Local spots here are famous for hearty, high-altitude comfort food. We're walking over to the Tehachapi Depot Museum. It's a reconstructed 1904 train depot that burned down and was rebuilt by the community. Inside, you'll find relics of a railroad crossing that built the West. Located approximately 150 miles from Fresno, this town sits about 1/3 of the total journey distance to Vegas. We have driven about 3 hours, and honestly, the climb up from the valley is where the drive really started to get interesting. Back to Tehachapi Depot Museum. The original 1904 depot was a lifeline for this town, but it was tragically destroyed by fire in 2008. The community loved it so much they rebuilt it from the ground up, reopening it in 2009 as this incredible museum. What makes this stop a must-visit for WorldWithWife viewers is the sheer density of railroad history. You'll find authentic railroad crossing relics, vintage signals, and a massive collection of artifacts that explain how engineers conquered the Tehachapi Loop. There's a viewing deck with benches where you can sit and watch the massive freight trains haul cargo through the mountains. It's the perfect spot to stretch your legs and get some cinematic 4K shots of the iron giants passing by before we head back into the desert. As we leave the mountains of Tehachapi behind, the landscape undergoes a radical transformation. Suddenly, the world feels massive and incredibly empty. We're entering a stretch where the roads become arrow straight, slicing through the desert floor like a hot knife. There's a specific kind of loneliness out here. The scenery barely changes for miles. It's just scrub brush, sand, and the shimmering heat waves reflecting off the asphalt. It's the kind of drive where you start to lose your sense of distance. Without curves in the road or landmarks on the horizon, it feels like you're standing still while the world moves past you. We've been on the road for hours now, and the dryness is something you can actually feel. We're passing the signs for Mojave, Exit 165, and Route 58 Business. We're pulling off near the Mojave Cemetery, a quiet spot that feels like the edge of the world, and driving towards something that looks like it fell out of a 1950s comic book. The rotary rocket Rodin C9. Just a mile further is the Mojave Air and Space Port. Imagine a place where the rules of aviation are rewritten daily. This is a civilian aerospace test center. It's where Burt Rutan's Spaceship One made history. And then you see them. Parked right in the middle of the desert are the ghosts of the sky. The most striking is the NASA 810. It is a narrow-body, four-engine jet airliner built in 1962. Only 37 of these were ever made, making it incredibly rare. The Convair 990 was designed to be the fastest commercial airliner in the world, capable of reaching speeds of 675 miles per hour. The F-4 Phantom II is parked immediately adjacent to the Convair. It is easily identifiable by its sharply sloped-down tail and its folded-up wingtips. This was a legendary fighter bomber from the Vietnam era, but this specific one is a QF-4. And right beside it, the sleek double-delta wing of the Saab TF-35 XD Draken. This is a Swedish interceptor built to hunt Soviet bombers during the Cold War. These three aircrafts are parked right at the main entrance corner of the spaceport, along Airport Boulevard and the Mojave-Barstow Highway. And these exact three aircraft sit together on the west side of the road as the official gate guardians. They aren't random museum pieces. Every single one of these three specific airframes represents a major tenant or project that happened on site at the Mojave Air and Space Port. But as we push past Barstow and transition onto Interstate 15, the towns get smaller, the gaps between gas stations get wider, and then we see the exit for something frozen in time. Calico Ghost Town. But why the name Calico? It comes from the surrounding hills. The miners thought the multicolored, mineral-rich rocks looked like the patterns on a calico dress. On a quiet day, it feels like an abandoned movie set, where the crew vanished an hour ago. But there's an eerie, beautiful stillness here, quickly reminding us that we are in the middle of nowhere. By this point in the road trip, we had probably driven over 300 miles since leaving Fresno, and the desert truly started to test our resolve. 72 more miles to Las Vegas. That was what we read on the road sign that we just passed. But those last 72 miles are a mental game. The road ahead of us is arrow straight, stretching out over the horizon until it literally dissolves into the heat haze. Passing Primm is a major milestone for any Vegas-bound road trip. It marks the exact moment you leave California behind and cross the state line into Nevada. We have now officially left California behind, and we crossed into Nevada territory. We've been driving for nearly 6 hours, covering over 360 miles since Fresno. But just when you think the desert has nothing left to surprise you with, there is the next exit ahead, and it changes everything. Step out of the car, and the contrast hits you instantly. Welcome to the Seven Magic Mountains. Created by renowned Swiss artist Hugo Rondinone, this massive public art installation features 7 towering stacks of locally sourced limestone boulders, standing up to 35 feet high. But what makes them iconic is their paint. Every single stone is coated in aggressive, eye-popping neon colors that look almost unnatural against the muted browns and grays of the Mojave. There is no admission fee, and it's open to the public year-round. But it sits directly in the middle of a dry lake bed. If you want those perfect, cinematic 4K shots without hundreds of tourists in the frame, you need to arrive either at sunrise or just before the golden hour. As we climb back into the car for the final few miles into the city, we are exhausted, covered in desert dust, but completely energized by what we just witnessed. This drive from Fresno isn't just a commute. It's an expedition. We finally arrived in Las Vegas, but if you think we are heading straight to the slot machines, think again. We are beat, but the camera gear is already packed for what comes next. So, see you in the next video.